Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CHK. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past 2 days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from. And I want to do an update here, but update's probably not really the right word. More so kind of just confirmation of levels to continue to keep an eye on, and really levels that, from a charting perspective, there's not so much that can really be said until, one of these events happens. So the first thing and first level to kind of really just confirm is in regards to this green line here that I've talked about in the past videos, which has been our level of support right around 605, give or take. And as I talked about in yesterday's video, for those of you that remember and watched that one, it was kind of an important, it was an important spot because not only was the price near this green line, it was also near that purple line, which is the 50-period simple moving average. And that's really kind of the overall trend indicator. As long as the price is up above that purple line, then in my opinion, at least, the bulls are in full control, from the big picture perspective. And, it was getting tested yesterday, as I talked about, but today, price got a nice bounce above there, and sure, it went sideways, which is kind of boring price action, but you got to keep in mind the context of things. Given it was on the potential edge of falling down through that level of support, it was good to see that the price was able to maintain above it. But point here being, even if the price does drop below that purple line, since now the purple line is above this level of support there, you still do have that 605, which is that important area of support. So I made a comment about unless one of these, events happens, well, the first event would be any sort of bearish breakdown to the downside of that 605 mark. Now, what about other areas on the chart? Well, now it all, circles back to this level up here at $6.45, as I talked about in yesterday's chart. And that still, remains to be seen. I guess you can say the price got somewhat close to it. Maybe that's a little stretch right there. I mean, it got, like somewhat into the range. But, as it stands now, $6.45 is still the key level of resistance. So that other event that could happen is potentially, a chart breakout. Get a good technical pattern breakout through that $6.45 mark. But until that happens, essentially the price could be entering into some sort of channel here. And then it kind of, like I said, from an analysis standpoint, it's just a wait and see thing in regards to, well, is the price going to break down through the channel, or is the price going to break out of the channel? So that's, the two key levels that I'm watching. So it'll be interesting to see how this closes out the week tomorrow. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click that image right there and I will email you the guide. The guide is very short, it's to the point, and like I said, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.